Hello everyone, my name is Dee and welcome to Books and Quirks. Today it's time for another Friday Reads. So I'm going to be telling you about the books that I'll be reading this weekend. There may be a little bit of background noise. Um, the time has come now that the summer weather is moving in. I need to have a fan on. If I don't have it on, it gets too warm too quickly. I do have it on low, but I don't think it can be avoided that there's going to be a little bit of background sound. So if you do hear it, I am very sorry, but I can't I can't really do anything without it on. It just keeps the air flowing and keeps it kind of cool. Okay, so this will be a little bit quick. I only have two books that I'll be planning on really focusing on this weekend, and then I guess in the coming week if I don't finish them. Well, for one, the first one I know I definitely won't finish, and that is Dust by, oh gosh, Yvonne Adiambo Awar. I don't think I'm pronouncing that right, but this is the pick for the Read Around the World Book Club, and each month a book is picked, focusing on a female author from a different country, and this month is Kenya. So Dust is by takes place in Kenya. It's written by a Kenyan author, and it focuses on the turbulent time in Kenya between the 1950s and 1960s. So I've already started this book. I've read about 42 pages of it, and I'm really enjoying it. I had a little bit of a tough time with last month's pick. It was Malaysia, um, and I wound up not really finishing it. But this one I'm really enjoying. I have to say the language is so beautiful. The descriptions by um, Anjay, Ajane, Ajane, I think is her name. Um, at the beginning of the book, there's a funeral. I have a hard time pronouncing any of the names, but her brother died, Ajane's brother, and she sort of describes her feelings. And it's almost like reading poetry at times. It's really, really gorgeous. And I'm looking forward to reading more of this weekend. The next book that I want to focus on this weekend is actually going to be a reread for me, and it is The Progeny by Tosca Lee. I've spoken about this book before. This cover is gorgeous. Unfortunately, the second book just came out and they did a cover change, and I think it's atrocious. I don't know why. This cover is so beautiful, and when I show you in my June TBR that I'll film later, the second book um, cover, you can see that it completely doesn't match. And they even redid the cover of this book. Now it's just, I don't know. I just think this cover is so gorgeous, and I don't know why they would redo it. This is what drew me to the book in the first place when I passed it in Barnes and Noble. Um, so the progeny follows a young woman. Oh gosh, I can't even remember. Emily. Emily is, when the book starts, she wakes up in an apartment having no memory of who she is and anything from her life. But she sees a letter on the sort of living room table addressed to her, and it's from herself, basically saying that you chose to have your memories erased because your life and the lives of others depend upon it. Basically, she's a hunted person and she needed to do this for some unknown reason. And she's trying to piece things together as the book goes forward. This book ties in a lot with history, especially Elizabeth Bathory. Elizabeth Bathory um, was a countess in Hungary, I believe, and she is known to have killed a lot of women. She was a serial killer um, in, I'm not sure what century, but there's a lot of tales about her. She killed a lot of her ladies' maids and ladies in waiting, and any young woman she can find, any young virgin she can find, she would kill and then bathe in their blood. I know that seems really gross. She believed it was kind of the way to remain young. Basically, it was the fountain of youth for her. Um, she was obviously very deranged, but this book ties into that. You know, the descendants of Elizabeth Bathory. And, you know, on the front it even says she's the descendant of a serial killer and now she's the hunted. This book I read a little when it first came out, so about a year ago. I loved it. I thought it was amazing. I was so glad I picked it up in Barnes and Noble. You know, the first thing I saw was the cover, and I immediately flew to that cover to see what this book was about. And so glad I did. The second book just came out, and I actually won it in a giveaway. So it's very exciting. I'm just upset that they changed the cover, but I'm very excited to reread this so that I can get into the second book this month in June. So there you have it. Those are the two books that I'll be reading this weekend. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick anything else up. I'm going to see how things go. But really, those are the two that I want to focus on. So that is all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you all are going to have a lovely weekend. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all very, very soon.